Good morning, and welcome back to the UK. I am back in my van, as you can see. Just made myself a cup of coffee, and I had a lovely little park up last night. I went to park in the car park, and they wanted £6 a park overnight. Wasn't a problem. And then it said underneath, only for non-sleeping. You're not allowed to stay in the van overnight. So I drove out the van. I actually drove out, and there's a big parking bay right down outside, so I parked there. I've come to a really new location, so please stay with me. I'm going to the Norber Erratics. Now, if you don't know what an erratic is, I'll put a little display up on the screen there. Basically, an erratic is where the ice age and the ice float comes down over the top of the hills, and they carry rocks and boulders and stuff inside the ice, and then as the ice disappears and retreats, it drops these boulders all over the place. Now, I'm up in the Yorkshire Dales, and the Yorkshire Dales is littered with erratics. Absolutely fantastic, love them to death. This place is an actual minefield of erratics. There's loads and loads and loads of them, and a couple of them are really unique, and they've got little pedestals, and they're the ones I've come to find. They're the ones I want to shoot today. Right, I'm going to drink my coffee, brush my teeth because I haven't done that yet, and let's get going. So when I said before, welcome back to the UK, if you haven't already noticed, if you're not a regular follower of mine, I've just been to the Faroe Islands a few weekends ago, and absolutely amazing experience, and I've had lots of videos of that out, so if you haven't seen them, I don't know where you've been. But this is going to be quite a good walk this morning. The Norber Erratics, like I say, I've been wanting to come here for a very long time. I haven't watched any videos on the place that I know of general photographers or vloggers do, and I'm just stopping because I'm going for a tunnel. Wow. Look at this. I didn't realise you had to go through tunnels. This is pretty wicked. Now, I understand these tunnels were built to because the owner of the Mig Manor house didn't want people walking across his garden, so he built tunnels to send you underneath instead. Brilliant, eh? Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, the Norber Erratics, haven't seen any videos on it, but I'm hoping to get something special. I don't know what the weather's doing. It's really nice and cloudy in between, so it could be a bit of anything. But I've got a bit of a walk to get there, and I'm just going through the second tunnel. So I'll see you when I actually get there and there's daylight, because you obviously can't see me inside this tunnel very well. And I'm going to be out of breath because my bag suddenly seems to have got a bit heavier again. Hey ho. Wow, what a beautiful little place this is. I can see where I'm heading now, and it's opened up. I'm absolutely melting. There's no air, there's no wind at all. Perfectly still. Now, last night I parked my van near some trees and next to the river, as you've just seen, and when it went dark, about 10 o'clock, I heard a dink on my CB aerial on the back of the van, and a few minutes later I heard another dink. I thought, oh, here we go. Do I get out and take the aerial off? Because obviously the trees are tapping it. Got up this morning and had a look, there's no trees anywhere near it. So it must have been bats or something flying into my aerial. It only happened a few times, but yeah, it must have been a bat or something. It's really strange. But yeah, I can see where I'm going now. Let's have a spin you around. Have a little looky. Put my old zoom function on. Look at that, that's where we're heading. That is the limestone path. That is the Ingleborough, I think the Ingleborough walk, I think, goes up and up over the top. Now I can already see, without my glasses on, I can see some like erratics up on the top there, but the erratic field is round this end here, so I've got to go along this path, cut across the field, and I know there's a bull in it somewhere, and round this far end, because the ice has obviously come over, carved out all this landscape in the past, and it's dropped its erratics, its stones on that far side. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm on my own. I am on my own. I've got no one with me. I asked several people whether they wanted to come out, and no one wanted to come out with me. Boo-hoo. No, they're all busy. They've all been busy. We've got a meet up next weekend. Me and Nigel and Denise are out next weekend in mid Wales, so please don't miss that one out. Subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell, and you'll see future videos. And if you do watch my videos and you don't subscribe, why aren't you subscribing? There's more people that watch and don't subscribe, and that's not just me, that's every channel, everybody's channel. If you do watch, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. All you do is you click the little bit that says subscribe underneath the video, and you just become part of the team, become part of the following, the group, the association that wants to be with us. That's all it is. There's no money involved whatsoever. You have to have a YouTube, you have to have a Google account. Again, that's free. Just sign up to a Google email account, totally free, and away you go. And there's a little bell next to it, and if you just tap that bell, you get 3 options. One is no notifications, one is all notifications, and one is notifications just for you, your sort of thing. But yeah, bang that notification bell and you will get videos as they come out. At the moment, I'm still doing 2 a week, and I enjoy doing it. It's hard, it's hard work. I put a lot into it. I enjoy being out, and I want to try and find some new places for you like this, brand new, because I do go back to the same locations a lot because I like them. But for my excitement, especially after being to the Faroe Islands, I really do want to find some new places because I get excited to have a look and find and see. Now, there's loads of cows in this field, and at some point I've got to go across this field. Oh, bricking it now, bricking it. I was always told if cows are laying down in the fields, it means it's going to rain. And the cows are all laying down in the fields. What's that all about? This place, I've already spotted some potential, and I'm not even anywhere near. I've still got about a mile to walk. But so I'm in the cow field, or one of them. The cows were all gathered around the wall, and they weren't letting us through, so I'm clapping my hands and shouting and waving my hands, but they weren't having none of it. But there's 2 ladies there with a handful of dogs, and I think they're more interested in the ladies and the dogs than they were me. But I'm in the field and I've got this tree in front of me, and I'm not sure where to take a picture of it. Look how beautiful that is. I can't see my finger, it's somewhere around there. Let's zoom in. I've lost, there it is. So it's just there. But look how beautiful this little leading line in this tree plonked right there. So I think I'm just going to take my camera out and take a handheld shot of that, because that's stunning. You can also see these are erratics, even though they're not posh ones, fancy ones, but they are erratics. Again, they've been drawn down, brought in from miles away, probably miles and miles away, because this is all limestone. So you've got all the limestone pathways up there, and the cleats and the cleats or whatever they are that goes in between them. Very going to have to be very careful today with my feet. I'm not going to be walking on it unless I really have to. And yeah, as the ice came down here and then sort of melted and retreated, it just dumped these big rocks. And there's some up there, honest to God, there's some up there that I am longing to see. Longing. I've been wanting to see them for a long time. I didn't really get the light on the tree, but I got some light behind the tree, so I'm sure that one worked okay. Now, the ladies have obviously made it into the field because they're up in front of me now. They must have walked down and come through another pathway to get into it, but yeah, I'm starting to get closer and closer now. As you can see, the cliffs are looming above me, and starting to be in this minefield of rocks and boulders. And the next one has got some really big rocks and boulders, but again, I'm not sure it's the ones that I actually come to see yet, but I'm definitely in the erratics field, and I've just got to get all these dogs over this these guys here trying to get over the fence. That looks like really hard work. Definitely looks like hard work. rather them than me. Just stood up on a bit of a boulder just so I can have a look over the wall, and this is what it's all about. Look at these big boulders. Now these boulders are left in the fields, and they go all the way down to the trees down the bottom there, and into the next field there's a few random ones, but up here there's loads, and where I'm walking there's loads as well. But I think there's a shot here as well. I just love that massive big boulder and the little like sheep barn thing down the bottom there. I think that's really cool. So I'm going to get another shot of that, and if you can see, I've put my camera on my strap so I can just clip, unclip and click and take some shots, because as I'm walking through this lot, there's loads of little things to see and take pictures of, but not good enough that I need to get my tripod out because there's plenty of light on the subject. I am already in love with this place. This is amazing, and I haven't even found what I've come to find yet. In fact, possibly up on the top of that hill there, possibly, but I come over the brow of the hill and I just struck gold. Look at that tree, just sitting there, plonked right on the top. There's some other trees around here. I've whopped out the bigger lens now because I want to be able to shoot some of these far off ones that I can see in the distances without walking up to them too close, because when you walk up to them they have a different sense of feel to them. But that looks fantastic. And these ladies with the dogs just keep following me. I keep stopping, they keep walking past, and I keep stopping, and they're doing well. They got over the fence, they come down. But yeah, look at these big boulders, and these things, that's massive, that's really big, and I'm expecting to find some even bigger ones in a minute. But this is, honestly, this is a massive minefield. It's going up to Crummock. It's a Crummock walk, goes that direction. You've got Clapham that direction. Norber is this direction, so I might take a walk up there as well in a minute. But I'm just going to have a scout around this bit because I've got to try and find that rock. But I do believe that the one up on the top there is the one I'm looking for, just because I've seen some pictures of it and it's got that same sort of shape to it. So I might go up and across the top maybe and have a look down and see what the top looks like. But I just got to get a shot of this tree first. Wow, what a place. Not actually come far. I was only down there by that little post down there where the sheep are. There's that tree I've just taken a photograph of. Doesn't look the same from up here, but I'm sure if you went down there it'd look pretty amazing that way. But as you get higher to it, the background sort of comes up. So from where I was, it was pretty spot on. But you can look at this. I know I said a minefield earlier on. How is that not a minefield? Look at it. It is riddled and riddled and riddled with boulders and stones, and they're all like a granite type of stone, which is a harder stone than the limestone that I'm actually on. And I've come up the top a little bit. Not by far is it the top at all. I will be coming back here many times, I'm sure. This is an amazing place, and once this has been out on video and you've all seen it, I'm sure a lot of other photographers are going to come and visit as well, because there is so much to shoot. Now, the boulder, this boulder here, that I thought was the one I was looking for, isn't. Now there's one up there that I've just spotted on the way over that's better, but it's not the one. I don't actually know where the one is, the one that I've seen the pictures of. But if you look at this one down here, the reason I've come up here, and one of the reasons, is these erratic stones or boulders are placed as the ice drops back. They're placed on top of the limestone. Now you can see underneath there that there's daylight underneath it, and the idea is the limestone's worn away over the years, but you know, around it, and obviously the stones are protecting it underneath. And the beauty is, if you can find them, some of these erratics are perched on the top of little pinnacles, and the one I want to find is amazing. But it is a minefield. Where do I start? Where do I start? No idea. But that is what it's all about. I've got to find it now. I've got to find it. And look, all these gnats and flies are coming after me. Oof, let's get moving. So this is what I've actually come for. Kidding you. All right, this is impressive. This is cool. This is what I've come to try and find. I've just spotted another one there, but when I looked at this one and I zoomed in with the camera, right between the gap between these two rocks is the one I think I've come to find. It looks brilliant, but look at this. It's just sitting on this little pinnacle of limestone underneath it. How it doesn't crush it, I don't know, but that is so cool. Ah, brilliant. I've taken a shot with a long lens, but I don't know. I might have to take a wide shot as well, because just in case I don't come back this way. I think a nice little wide shot taking in the rocks around it as well, but man, that's bonkers. Oh my God, this is so cool. I'm just coming up onto, well, I'm just passing an extremely large boulder at the moment. It's an extremely large boulder. Look at that big bugger next to me. And yeah, I'm just coming up onto another one. I've just taken a shot, again handheld, with that one behind me, the one that I'm looking at now, which is out of this world, and the one behind it, which is huge. And this one is insane. Look at that. That is so insane. Oh, love that, absolutely love that. Right, camera's here. I don't even need the tripod, it's just way bright enough for handheld shots. Single shots, not even bracketing today. I'm going to get a shot of that because that is just bonkers, and I'm going to include the boulder behind it. So give you an idea what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot, well actually I'm going to shoot 3. I'm going to shoot this one, 1, 2 and 3 in the background, which is just up there somewhere, and then I'm going to go in a bit tighter, probably from the same sort of distance, and get that. I mean, God, look at it, look at that. And then I'm going to get one over there, you know, with the 2 in, and I'm going to get a selfie. Of course I'm going to get a selfie with that. Absolutely bonkersly insane. Love that. Camera is on the tripod. I've eventually put it on the tripod, and why not indeed. I'm still not bracketing, but I've got the 2-second timer on, and the light's coming down. Excuse me, jeez, don't know where that come from. The light's coming down over the hills behind. I'm not sure how far I'm going to walk today, but I'm going for a walk anyway. So I've got the 3 boulders in. Love the first one, going to stand on that. Second one on the pinnacles, perfect, and then the one in the background. Oh dear, I hope I'm not getting hay fever. Excuse me again. Oh dear. Yeah, amazing. Just waiting for the light to come across now. The light's in different places. I'm taking a few shots with the lights in different places. I can pick out the ones I want. Here's a bit of light on the foreground. Very nice. Not too much light. That's really good. And I'm going to run in the shot and get my selfie while there's a bit of light there. Oh, so nailed that selfie. I got this nice little bright red one on as well. And you've seen this before, I would have thought. I think you've seen this before. But can you tell something else that's new on me? Let me know in the comments. First one to let me know in the comments, and I'll send you a car sticker. Why not? Right. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I'm working on the principle of the rule of thirds. Now, I watched a video while I was at work yesterday about the rule of thirds, and there was a guy doing a video, and he said the rule of thirds is boring. He said you should be using the golden ratio. Now, I talk about the rule of thirds a lot, okay, a lot, because that's some way of building your image together, okay? 2 lines, building it together. Now, the difference between the rule of thirds and the golden ratio is the golden ratio is a little bit tighter in the middle and a little bit tighter that way. Okay, so you've got a smaller square in the middle of the frame rather than a wide one, dividing it into thirds. So you sort of like as a quarters, if you like, divide it into quarters, and then you're using the center quarters, that kind of thing, if that makes sense. And when I talk about the rule of thirds, I'm also talking about that golden ratio as well, because I don't necessarily put things on that tiny intersection. I'll move it slightly off to the third, slightly into the third, so that you're getting a balance. But using the basic rule of thirds is a good place to start, and then just shift your camera around a little bit. I hear an awful lot of people, a lot of people saying they don't use the rule of thirds, it's a load of rubbish, and they like to put things in the middle and things like that. Well, if you put something in the middle, probably find your skies on the rule of thirds, or your grounds on the rule of thirds, or something else is on the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds works, okay? So all those people that say they don't use it, they do, but they don't realise they're using it. And that's the beauty of the rule of thirds. Right, enough of that gibberish. 3 rocks, again, 3. 3 is much better than 4. Don't ask me why, it just is. Right, so I think I've shot that one enough. I've got down low, I've used a little bit of limestone, come from the other side, just a few different angles, different styles. You've probably already seen them, so now it's time to head off round this way and see if I can find some more. This one up in front of me seems to be defying gravity a little bit. It's quite a big boulder and it seems to be leaning over the top of that little bit of limestone and like it's hanging forwards. I don't understand until I get there how it's doing what it's doing. Chances are it's a lot bigger at the other side of it, but yeah, it seems to be defying gravity at the moment. But I'm in the middle of what you could probably say is one impressive bit of landscape. There are massive boulders just come from over there. The massive boulders all over this field, and they go down as well, down into the next field and up into the next one over there. Well, I'm definitely going up there for a look, but these massive boulders, and they were all put here by ice in the Ice Age. That blows my mind, absolutely blows my mind. You can see the limestone. The limestone's beside me. This is all limestone. Obviously it's wearing away. As you go further up, there's more and more limestone, and if you haven't seen my limestone path videos, I'll pop a link up, have a quick look at them. Did them a few years ago, but I've not done this side, and not sure I'm going to do it today because it'd be quite a long day, and I don't like walking on that stuff on my own really. If you get your legs stuck, you're in trouble and it's very easy to get hurt. So I'm just waiting for a little bit of light to appear on this one. I'm going to get a shot of it at this angle so you've got the separation. Then I'm going to have a walk up and have a look and see how it's doing what it's doing. But look at the light behind you. Look at the light on the hills behind you there. Look at that. How beautiful is that? The sunlight just dancing along the mountains and the cliffs. Absolutely gorgeous. See how it's defying gravity now. It's not really, is it? So from here you can see it's balanced on the little bit of limestone that's left there. Obviously the rest of it's worn away over the millions of years. The big lump of rock then is sitting on top of this little bit of rock that was wedged underneath behind it, and it's just perched there, and it's been there ever since. Incredible. Oh well, not everybody gets as excited as me over a few bits of rock. God, that's a big bit of rock though when you stand at this side. Look at that. Look how big it looks when you get this side of it. That is a lump of rock just perched up in the countryside. So I've spotted another one. I've just looking around, just looking around, put my hat on, sort of get the sun at my eyes a little bit, and I'm trying to spot from looking around over all this lot in front of me whether I can actually find another one that's sort of sat up on a pinnacle. And I've spotted one and it's way up there near the wall in the distance, right up there. So I'm going to head up that way now and see if I can get as close to it as I can, see if I can find it. Well, not find it, I can see it, so it's definitely sitting on top of something. So that's my plan, to get to that one, and if I spot any others in the meantime, I'll home in on them. But yeah, I do like all this. This is really nice, and I like coming new places. It's just a shame that Mrs. C didn't come with us this weekend, but because we're away next weekend, she wants to do some house cleaning. I've got the best wife, mate, I tell you. Everybody, Mrs. C is class 1 without a shadow of a doubt. Cooks, cleans, irons, and she even wants to stay at home and do the housework. I mean, how bleeding lucky am I? And I do appreciate everything she does. So Mrs. C, you're a diamond. Oh, and by the way, she's lost loads of weight. She's been doing 30 squats a day in May. She's raised over £300, and the collective, for everybody that was doing it on this Facebook group, have raised thousands and thousands. So well done to every one of you that have been doing it. You've been really, really good, and well done to a lot of you. Right, I've just spotted this one as well. I've walked up. That one looks pretty cool. Might take a quick shot of that, but the one I'm heading for is the one over by the wall. But can't miss this one, because again, it's just sitting on top of the limestone. perfect. Hey dear, this one I'm quite impressed with, I must admit. I can't lie. It's again, big boulder, check. Limestone pinnacles, check. And a dry stone limestone wall. Now I didn't realise until I got up close, this is actually limestone that they've used to build the walls. And these walls are a good 6 foot high. They are very, very impressive. And look at this, it goes all the way down the field. This is something you get a lot of in the Yorkshire Dales. And behind me, these are massive walls. These are bigger walls than I've seen in a long time. And look at it, goes up to the stile, all the way up and over the top there. Perfectly straight wall, all made out of limestone. Absolutely incredible. Take my hat off to you guys that build these. Fantastic. I've done a bit in the past, bit of dry stone walling, but nothing like that. That is well good. But this is awesome. Let's build the wall up the field, they said. Yeah, okay then, no problems. What we're going to do about that big boulder, they said. I don't know. Let's go over the top of it, shall we? Look at it. Got to get a photo. Definitely got to get a photo, even if it's just a keepsake. That is insane. Just found this perfect little tree, absolutely perfect little tree, just over the wall. I'm still on a rock at the moment. Look at this little tree here, and I just tried to get in there, but there's a gate just down there. It's got barbed wire over the top and it's locked, so I think the farmer's telling me stay out. Now when I went to open the gate, a load of sheep came up and tried to get in. They're actually over there at the moment and they were trying to get in past me, but as it is I couldn't open the gate, so I've taken a shot from outside. But what an absolute beauty. Look at that beautiful, beautiful little tree just sitting there with all that in the background, and I just can't get in there to get a good shot of it. And I'm not going over the wall, not at all, and I'm not climbing the gate, not with barbed wire on it. Now look at the wall behind you. I've just taken a shot of this as well, this wall leading you all up. Now I can't see that tree properly, but I'm going to see if I can get over down there, or see if there's a boulder I can stand on like I am now. But that wall leading up there is absolutely fantastic. The workmanship that goes into these walls. Just can't find a way of getting into these fields. There's another tree I spotted at the top of it, and I just know there's an erratic over there as well. There's an erratic there with that tree. That would have been absolutely insane to get a shot of, but I just can't get over the wall. As it is at the moment, I'm on a little bit jutting out at the bottom down there, just standing on that. You can see these are 6 foot high. These are huge, 8 foot high even in places. Massive, massive walls, and I just cannot get over them or above them to see. Oh well, never mind. I have to make the most of what's on this side. Now I don't know whether to go any much further, because I know I spoke to someone before. There's a walk that goes all the way along here, comes back round the top of the ridge over that side, and comes all the way back down through the valley. That is a day's walk without a big heavy pack. So I'm not going to do that. That is just ridiculous. I think I'm going to head up a little bit further. I think I'm just going to go and have a look over this limestone path just here, just over that little bit, see if there's a couple of shots there. If there is, I'll take them and then I'll end the video there. But yeah, what a fantastic place, absolutely amazing, beautiful place, and a beautiful day for it, let's face it. Dappled light, thick clouds, but gaps in the clouds as well, absolutely Perfect. I've got to say, I think I'm done. I'm stood up on a big erratic at the moment, just admiring this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful countryside as I spin round on this rock tentatively to show you all around me. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm literally just standing here staring at this and just looking at all this. Now, I'm not a sentimental person, I'm not a heartfelt, but I'm not one of these people that get emotional. I think that's what I'm saying. But this is beautiful. It really is stunning. I love the geology? I love the geology in it, and the way this has all been carved out. This valley has been carved out obviously by the Ice Age. The fact that I'm standing underneath a massive ice plateau that's melted and dropped all these erratics all over this limestone path, and the limestone pavement is so unique. And I love the fact that this wall, all of this wall has been built out of limestone. Now you can see, if I spin you around, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can find, yeah, there's some there. So if I zoom in on some of this limestone, you can see like this piece here, the little stripes in it, and a little bit further up you can see all these stripes and ridges in the limestone. Especially if I go up to the higher stuff, you see all these little lines and stuff in the side of it, all along there. Where are we with my finger gone? All along there you can see all these little stripes and lines in it. And if I turn around to the wall and look at the wall is exactly the same. It's got little lines and stripes all the way through it, so you can just see that that's all been built using this limestone, and that is impressive. That's really, really cool, by some very, very clever people back in the day. As I say, that's it. I'm still going to have to finish it here because I'm sure this video's got on a little bit. I've brought you to a new location. I hope you've liked it. I've loved it. I've got a long walk back. I've probably got 4 miles maybe to walk back now. I'm not going to go any further forward. I can see the lane. If I knew I could get down from the top here down to the lane, I know I can follow that lane all the way back down, right the way back down to the distance, and then cut across and go back up the lane that I was walking on this morning when I started. But I don't know how to get down from up there. My OS map's not showing any pathways, and I don't want to go miles that direction because I've got somewhere else to go tonight. I want to go somewhere else and do another video for you tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe down there. Just hit that red subscribe button, and like I say, it's free to subscribe. You might need a Google account to do it, but just sign up to a Google account. That's free as well, and then you can subscribe to the channel. Then that little notification bell on the corner, just tap that notification bell and it will come up with notifications, and then when I put a new video out, you'll get notified in your emails and you'll be able to see the videos there and then when they come out. Brilliant stuff. Thank you for joining me. Hope you've learned something. Well, not learned something. I hope I've shown you something somewhere different, somewhere new. Ciao for now. See you soon. And if you do come here, please take your litter home with you. There is no litter anywhere. This is a gorgeously clean place. Please take it home. And the village I stayed in, beautiful little village. Beautiful, beautiful little village. And if the cafe's still open when I get back, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Ciao for now. See you soon. Bye-bye. Well guys, I always do this, don't I? On the way back to the van, I've just found the actual rock that I did come to find, and I didn't realise I hadn't found it. The one we were looking at earlier on wasn't the one. The one up in front of me is, and it's insane. I'm not going to video it. I'm just going to go up there, take some pictures and put it up on the screen to end this with, because it is by far the best one that is on this field of boulders. It is truly incredible. Ciao for now. See you soon. Enjoy these last couple of photos.